Salute, salute, salute. It's your boy Gamo Kid Skate back here with another one. Here to talk about a few things. Shouldn't be too crazy of a night. Gonna be chill, relatively quick. I'm about to sneeze in like 2 seconds, so I apologize. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Let's get the show started. Oh. Let me know if you guys can hear this instrumental. I'm trying to start something new, man. I apologize. Again, excuse me. I don't know where I got that crazy sneeze from. But yeah, here to talk about a few things. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Justin L, my brother. Salute. Foy Trey. Rafael Diaz, God Emotion, Elijah. Salute. We in this BIH. So here to talk about a few things again. Go over what happened with the Pacers and the Knicks. Again, I posted a few videos, not sure if everybody's seen it, but I want to talk about this so-called offensive evolution by Tom Thibodeau. Very, very interesting what he's been doing these past, or this I guess, last game. What I'm assuming he was trying to do in the summer. Tom Thibodeau is definitely expanding this offense. And granted, it largely has to do with the people that we have on the team. Tom Thibodeau is definitely doing things to expand his offense. I'm going to show you some plays to prove it. Salute to my guy, For Real CEO. Salute my guy. Salute. Tune in. Oh, the instrumental might be louder than me. I apologize. By the way, this is by upcoming producer, a.k.a. Saipuda. This dude has been making some excellent beats. I've been going to this guy for some beats. He's been a godsend, man, in terms of one of these new producers who's doing it, man. Salute. I apologize. Yes, we're here to talk about something. We're going to talk about Tom Thibodeau, him expanding offense. I think that there's going to be an evolution with Tom Thibodeau offensively. I keep saying the same damn thing. I'm going to show a few plays. I sent a few plays. I apologize for that, for CEO. I'm going to send a few plays. Sorry, I sent a few plays, excuse me, on YouTube, on Twitter. Also, just going to show it here. And it's not to be on some nerdy, whatever, blase. It's just to show you that Tom Thibodeau is expanding offense. And to what I said regarding guys like Fournier, that he acquired certain guys to run his stuff. You can't run plays. You can't run intricate offenses, especially off the ball, with idiots like Alfred Payne. I'm sorry, Alfred Payne. James Jones, other guy's name, the GM of the Phoenix Suns, said that you can't have enough Alfred Paynes. Yeah, if you're trying to lose, you can't have enough of them. If you're trying to tank, you're damn right. Salute to my guy Hadouken and Sharon. Guys, please go subscribe to Hadouken and Sharon's No Life podcast. That's that young hitter right there, man. Salute to Hadouken and Sharon. Please go subscribe. Had a really good episode, even though I couldn't freaking come in to the episode. This past week has been freaking brutal for me work-wise, so I apologize for not being able to come through. Gonna talk about IQ. Is he the new Jimmy Butler? And I don't mean that necessarily in playing style, but in what Tom Thibodeau likes in these players. He's trying to develop with a guy like IQ, given all the things that they're making him do. You know what I mean? So we're going to get to that. We're also going to talk about Obi Toppin. We're going to talk about his so-called development. Obi Toppin is a guy, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of his game. I still think his lateral quickness sucks. His balance is not that great still, even though he's shown some improvement. But I'm going to show at least one play to pinpoint why I think maybe there might be some improvement. But I want to go over a few things real quick in the NBA. Golly. All the damn rookies. Salute to this draft class, man. Salute to this mother effing draft class. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. This draft class has been, in terms of, and not to say all these guys are going to do well once the regular season starts, going to get playing time and stuff like that, but holy crap. Damn, this draft class. My son, James Bouknight, Oh, Lord, James Bouknight, man. James, you're supposed to be in New York, my guy. You were supposed to be in New York, James. You got Josh Christopher. He had 12 points the other night, but helped to bring back the Rockets against the Heat. They were down by 21. Helped them to bring about, what about like five points with like 1:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Granted, it's still preseason. Holy crap. Jalen Green is so fun to watch. I know, look, I don't think the KPJ Jalen Green thing is going to work long term because Jalen Green, granted, this is rookie year, he has some things, but the ball sticks to his hands a little bit too much, but I don't see it changing. I really don't see it changing. And I think they're going to have the ball in his hands. Again, the pure point guard is kind of dead in the NBA, but him and KPJ is just way too many possessions. Now, they're going to get it once maybe they start winning, maybe in a few years from now, maybe things change, but I'm not sure if I see him and KPJ existing. But Jalen Green is effing fun to watch. Evan Mobley, man, for all the people that were saying, oh, Evan Mobley doing something, I'm like, let this, trust, he's scary. The kid is scary. He's a big-ass forward. He's a big-ass shooter. He's a big-ass small forward who's basically playing a 4 and can play as a 5 as well, too, when need be. This rookie, Trey Murphy, his first game, could not miss him from outside. And suits to Coach Color Blocks. He's like, oh, Trey Murphy, blah, blah, blah. Come on, Coach. Come on. Trey Murphy, I'm telling you. Man, this draft class, Kate Cunningham still hasn't played. I would love for him to play, but obviously he has an ankle injury. It said slight, they're trying to take, proper precautions. But when you look at some of the young duos in this league, man, you got guys like Jalen Green and Josh Chris for KPJ who are going to pick for that duo. You got, I think, Kate Cunningham and Sadiq Bey are going to work really well together. That summer league game, man, Neil's guys are going to beat you to the basket. By the way, why the hell does freaking Sadiq Bey remind me of Lloyd Banks? But anyway, Cade Cunningham, the way he picks his spots is just, and the fact that he's not fast, too. Suit to my guy, Geraldine McIver. Suit to my guy, Asa King. Salute. Salute, man. Golly, man, I'm so pissed. I wish we could have had an elite pick in this damn draft. Now, Josh Kuminga is going to be out with a torn or injured patella tendon. I'm not sure if it's torn. I'm not sure. I don't knock on wood. I ain't trying to wish that or put that in existence. Jalen Suggs. I'm telling you, Jalen Suggs. Young teams to watch out for. The Rockets. And I gave it to Coach Colorbox. He called it. I was not a big fan of Alperen Sengun, but I could definitely see him being a very unique offensive center for that team. The Magic have so much talent. Now, I'll say this. Franz Wagner, I'm still not impressed by him. But Jalen Suggs, if he could get that shot down, because this was my guy Ernesto with the texto, if he could get that down packed, so Quentin Grimes, man. Quentin Grimes, you better kill it, man. Because we could have had Josh Christian. I ain't trying to kill you, bro. You better effing kill it, man. I've seen even freaking, and I'll say this because of the heart issue, I understand. This dude, Jared Butler, the other night put up like 20-something points or something like that, right? And I'm not killing the Knicks for not taking it. I understand. But Jared Butler, his start and stop the other night, oh my gosh, for Utah. And they could use a savvy guard like that to kind of move on from Conley. The way Jared Butler played, that start and stop was so sexy, man. The mid-range pull-up, step back. He's just such a constant. He is really like a Chauncey Billups in terms of his scoring, but he's not. Let me not say I'm not trying to compare his facilitating or his court awareness yet to the Chauncey Billups of the Pistons. But the way he picks his spots, the way that the start and stop, the hesitation, dribble, oh my gosh, it's so surreal. Oh, Nashon Highland, my guy. Bones Highland. Golly, man, what? Oh, wow. Wow, yo, son. You telling me you couldn't switch, 2018 draft, I was about to use Knox. Can't use that one because you could have had McCall, but you could have had a few plays in that draft, and we have that up. 2017 draft with Frank Bomlakina. Laheim, by the way. Some Baileys. This is like milk. Golly, man. Gotta give it, man. This draft. Now, I'll say this real quick because I want to expand. I want to move on, but I'm expanding this channel to truly cover some college stuff. Have some things in the works. So I've been watching some players. I've been watching guys. Chet Holmgren. I've been watching Jalen Hardy. Watch Adrian Griffin. I just finished watching Hunter Salas, who's going to Duke, I believe. I watched the kid from Purdue, Jaden Ivey. And I will say this, as my freaking computer just acted stupid. I will say this. This next year's draft, bro, it is not, just from the outset, it is not the greatest. Salute to my guy, Quiet Money. Salute to Worldwide L. Salute. Oh, guys, yes. Please go subscribe if you haven't already to For the Love of the Game podcast. For Our Love of the Game, podcast. For the number 4 O-U-R of the lane of For Our Love of the Game podcast. I can't talk. Sorry about that. Those dudes are putting in major work, man. I love that channel. I still haven't been on, just got been so stupid busy. But you guys have been keeping me sane when I've had, because I've been getting killed with work. So it's not mean I'm going to come on when you guys will have me, because you guys, send a link, and I feel so bad I can't join. Sometimes I'm out. I'm definitely going to join, because you guys are talking about the fight tomorrow, which I might not be able to show the game tomorrow, because I got to watch this fight. This is preseason Knicks. I love my Knicks, but this is a big fight. And my boy's having this over. He's having his baby mom's girl cater and everything. So I got to do flirting and all that stuff. So if she looks good, I don't know if she looks good, but hopefully she's good. Because her other friend she brought the other time were kind of cute. But anyway, hopefully you're not watching this, Brandon. But anyway, if you are, actually, yeah, just tell her. I don't care. I don't give a damn. As long as they look cute. I don't care. Anywho's, yes, please go subscribe to For Our Love of the Game podcast, man. Those guys doing great work, man. Hard Will, Lawrence, maybe my guy, Project Nerd. We still got to have that talk about freaking governments and stuff, man. That's my guy, though. Super Project Nerd. And your Yankees lost, by the way. But this next year's draft, man, I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to poo-poo on them. I don't think it's going to be that good. I'll tell you that. For right now, a few names I like. I like Hunter Salas. He's like a skinnier. I don't have the proper comp for him yet. Him and Jaden Hardy, are probably the guys I like so far. But I'm not the biggest fan of Banchero. I'm not the biggest fan of Jalen Duren going to Memphis. I don't really care for his game. Adrian Griffin, they kind of have like the same kind of games. I'm not the biggest fans of them. Salute. Let me see. Watch for Farbo Zhang next year's draft. I'll definitely check him out, man. Give me names, man, because I'm also, and by the way, too, on the Discord, guys, if you are into the international game, unfortunately, I couldn't, for some reason, I don't know what happened with EuroLeague TV, but for all these EuroLeague games, I'm showing them in the Discord. I'm showing the game. I'm not doing a watch. I'm showing the actual game. So if you want to watch the actual game, go to my Discord, and you'll definitely find all the games, the big games, right? Today was Real Madrid versus Olympiacos. You have my guy Rudy Fernandez playing. And the other day, I tried to get it to show, but for some reason, EuroLeague TV was messing up to show Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. So you guys could watch Rokas Jokovitis. But unfortunately, the freaking EuroLeague TV was messing. That was not me. Other games are working. Let me see. I like the McBride kid as well. He's wide to play in New York. Yes, goes. Guys, Pete Prescott, salute. Please go check out the interview that that's Tom Thibodeau, that Simeon Russell did. Tom Thibodeau's with Miles McBride coach, Carl Kremer. Please go check that out. This dude, and don't check it out just because he called me a genius when I said that Miles McBride is my guy, or whatever. You could give me praise for that too, but yeah, I try to be a little humble. But please go check it out. Guy Carl Kremer coaches Moeller High School out in Cincinnati. Great interview. Sim did his thing. Guy's very humble coach, but you could tell he kills his players in practice. Miles McBride seems to be the real deal. This is a guy who was unheralded in a sense. Got injured, I believe, was his junior year because of football. Had to give him that up. Suit to Andrew K. Miles McBride, I mean, the guy just seems like the real thing, according to his coach. So suit to Carl Kremer for that. Miles McBride, I'm telling you guys, and I just got to say, I'm not trying to big myself up anymore or that stuff. I wasn't trying to do it in the first place. I'm just joking for the most part. But, Miles McBride, I'm telling you, once he gets his chance, he's a big steal for the Knicks. Can pick his spots on the floor. Underrated point guard ability when attacking his defender. Excellent catch and shoot ability. Can hit from outside. It's tough. Can get better on the ball, shooting the ball off the dribble. But again, it's like it's there. And obviously his defense, shutdown defense. He lives and dies by the defense. The coach talked about him and his brother living and dying by the defense. So please, guys, go check out that interview, man. Please go support the channel. Suit to MBK, suit to Sim. So let's get to it. I'm talking too much, man. And Deontay Wilder, man. Bob Squad. What's wrong with you, boy? We get it in tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. So we're gonna talk about a few things. So one thing I want to talk about real quick, man. Tom Thibodeau. The evolution of Tom Thibodeau. Now, let me say a few stats. Now, obviously, people can kill me. Oh, you're getting too technical. It's so boring. Shut up. So we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a few stats that kind of popped out to me from the first preseason game. Again, this is not the end all be. Again, this is the preseason, so things are going to change. I mean, lineups, things like that. But in the game yesterday, the Knicks, oh, not yesterday, excuse me, Tuesday, the Knicks were 15th in pace at 104. Now, granted, obviously, last year it was basically a Randall-based offense, but Tom Thibodeau actually pushed it up last game. Now, obviously, possessions were still worse in the league. And again, it's one game. But I'm just trying to give you some, not the worst. We were 25th in possessions last game. But we're 9th in true shooting. Excuse me, at 57%. Sorry. Sekou Demboya. Let me just answer that real quick by Ernesto. Ernesto said, talk about Sekou Demboya. So Sekou Demboya, when he was with Dwayne Casey and the Pistons, there were talks about his attitude was off. He was coming to practices late. He has talent. I'm just not sure he has enough talent for us to bring him. Now, I'd rather have Sekou over Knox. Now, he just got released by the Rockets. Would I pick him up to replace him for Knox? Yes. Yes, I would. If I get rid of Knox, release Knox and pick up Sekou, but then obviously I guess there's dead money on Knox's books. I'm not sure what the cap is. Was it 5.6 or something like that on Knox's books? But if there's a way to pick him up for the extremely cheap, he was released. Obviously, they're covering his money. Yeah, I would pick him up. If I could release Knox, yes, I would. But again, if it's an attitude issue, when you heard stories of him coming late to practice, having attitude issues with Dwayne Casey, he may not be worth it. He may not be worth it. Some of these guys need that wake up call, and I'm not sure he's good enough. Like if it's not a KPJ situation, he's not nowhere near as good as KPJ. Or even KPJ was a mental issue. He's putting like suicidal notes and stuff, or notes and stuff on social media, posts, on social media. So that's the thing. But would you take a flyer on him? Yeah, I'll take a flyer on him over Knox. You're damn right, because I don't put it like this. Knox is either gonna bury himself tomorrow, or Knox is about done. I really don't even know how to call it, bro. I know he made a few good plays last game. Nice little cut to the basket. I'm going to show a little bit, but Knox is about done. And I'm going to read something about Tom Thibodeau later on that basically shows that, look, this is a prototype he wants. He doesn't want dumb players, man. Because people say, oh, he doesn't like rookies. That's not the fact. He doesn't like dumb players. He doesn't, not say dumb. He doesn't like airhead players. Guys whose heads are not in the game. So, again, let me get back to this. So, the Knicks were 15 in pace in the preseason. First game preseason. It doesn't really mean much, but this could be a precursor to what Tom Thibodeau's trying to do. Now, granted, again, the only time he actually ran with pace, I believe, again, was 2017-18 or 16-17, where they were 31-51. Had one of the best offenses in the league, but again, they were putrid. And that was the year they had Zach LaVine for that 1 year, and then they traded him the next. But the Knicks also 9th in true shooting, like I said, number 1 in assist to turnover ratio. On Tuesday, the Knicks. Oh, let me get to this. Let me get to this screen over here with the stats. Let me see if it works. No, it don't work. I was trying to get to my stats. All right, now it comes up. All right, I'm trying to get to my stats. So the Knicks had 26 assists versus 21.4 last season on average. Again, and when I look at certain things, right, because there's no real stat to say how a team plays off ball outside of off-screen numbers, which I have. We were one of the worst we rank poorly off-screen. But I look at things like secondary assists, potential assists. Secondary assists are obviously the hockey assists. You make the pass to the guy who makes the pass, the guy making the assist, and the potential assists are passes that lead to something, right? Turnover, points, a foul, but at least in some type of primary action. And the Knicks, we haven't had off-ball offense for years. Years, since 2017, which I think was the last year with Hornacek. Right? And Hornacek was known for actually pushing the pace, but playing with under Phil Jackson can't really. Anyway, secondary assists, the Knicks last season, we had 2.1. We were last. Last season, secondary assists were last at 2.2. 2018, we averaged another 2.2. 27th in 2017. The year before that, we were 14th. I believe that was the Jeff Hornacek years. And I might be saying the years wrong, so you might have to move them up. But potential assists, 25th last season. Right? But then we were 8th in 2018, 12th 2017. But overall, we were just not an off-ball team, man. Not say off-ball team. We're a team that, A team that doesn't have a lot of off-ball movement. Guys are moving around. Not a lot of facilitation, man. And it's not necessarily a point guard thing, but it's also a talent thing. When you draft bad and sign poor guys, poor talent, like you end up with this trash, man. So again, Tom Thibodeau, a lot rode on him this season. So I'm gonna show a few plays. Now, one of the things that they actually ran, I know people are gonna kill me, and in a polite way is all love. I'm joking, but screw all you guys at NBK talking about all he talks about is hard as spade pick and roll. Yes, I'm gonna talk about damn plays, man. Screw all you guys, man. Especially you, Isaiah. But let me get to it. So they actually ran a Spain pick and roll several times last game. But the 3 examples I got, there's a certain someone who I said that if the Knicks, the Knicks getting him, they get him because of scheme versatility, and that's Evan Fournier. This guy, what I'm telling you, he set better screens, or he was more alert on screens I've seen most of the guys on the team outside of Taj Gibson. So let's get to this real quick. I'm gonna transition to this. So here, let me see if I could just pause this. Of course, I can't pause the damn video. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. So my technical difficulties. So here, I'm going to show the Spain pick and roll. So just to explain it real quick. Again, it's the screener of the screener. You essentially have your main screener, whether it be Taj, whichever the big man is, and he's setting a screen for the initial ball handler. And then there's another screen coming behind for to set the screen on the big man. Big man rolls to the basket. Theoretically, he's rolling to the basket with no objection, and then the guy who set the screen who set the second screen is popping out for the shot. And here you see it. Like if you watch these, look how beautiful this looks, man. Look how beautiful. Look at that. You see Rose, see Taj, Fournier splits out, shoots 3 at the top of the key. Now Fournier shot 35.3% last year from that top of the key spot, but I'm expecting to hit those shots now. Again, if I could just run this in slow motion, let me see. Actually, yes, I can run this in slow motion. Let me just slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. I like it like that. I'm sorry, why am I singing? Anyway, as I trying to play this video slowly. So again, see Taj hand off to Rose. Rose goes down. Fournier tries to set the screen. Now everybody's stuck on Fournier. Fournier's guy initially coming out of bounds. I can't see Brogdon's on Rose. I can't see who that guy with the headband is. That's not Cassius Stanley. I can't see who that is. But number 8 is stuck down low. Fournier splits out because Rose, again, and another thing, great thing, Rose's ability to basically beat his man, Brogdon off the screen, is so important because look at where Fournier's guy is. Fournier's guy now has to count for Derrick Rose. Oh my gosh, this play is gonna be so beautiful for the Knicks. And my guy Nick was like, "Yo, why don't all NBA teams just run Spain pick and roll constantly?" So I'm gonna show another Spain pick and roll. Now, obviously, look where Fournier is. Fournier is just fiending to set the screen for Taj. Again, this is so important for Taj Thibodeau because for Taj, why I keep saying Taj Thibodeau? This is so important to have a guy like Taj Gibson because how smart he is, how cerebral he is. Right? We have some very poor screeners on this team. Mitchell Robinson's a very poor screener. Randall's a very poor screener. Nolan's a poor screener. Even Sims did not show good screens in this game, in this Pacers game, right? So here I'm gonna show this. So Kemba, and another important thing too, Kemba and Fournier, especially Kemba being able to shoot off the screen is so important. To have that versatility, where you have to force a defense into making a decision. That's what basketball. That's what versatility. That's what having weapons is all about. Making a defense make decisions. And Kenneth Lane, suit to my guy Kenneth Lane, he says, Guillermo, how do you feel about Kemba's health? You think he's good or you're a bit worried? I'm very worried. And we're going to talk about that. I'm very worried. And I'm going to talk about it in a little bit because that crossover I saw and the way he was moving, his lateral ability, and I move like that because I have a herniated disc and my knee is also messed up too. He did a move and I couldn't find it. I remember he did a move where he was trying to recover on defense and because he didn't want to like cut on the knee, he swung his upper body in the air to kind of get balance. And I know that kind of feeling. When you're in so much pain, you can't cut and land a certain way. So I know when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. I know exactly what that is. So again, Fournier, look at Fournier just fiending to set the screen for Taj. Look what Fournier does with his chest. He's like, yo, okay. He's looking dead at Taj. Sets the screen on Isaiah Jackson, but Kemba Walker be able to shoot that shot off the dribble. He shot, I think, well last season off the dribble. And then one more, I'm going to show this, Spain pick and roll. And this one is Randall, Taj, Fournier. And I believe this is Kemba's mid-range shot, which is so damn important. Kemba curls around from Randall. Randall sets the screen. Taj sets the screen on Brogdon. Now look at Kemba is oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Now Miles Turner has to decide, am I going to hold Taj or am I trying to get Kemba? And look what Fournier just has him locked. Look at Fournier screening. Look, let me. Allez blue. Allez blue. Allez blue. What a great, beautiful play by Fournier, man. I got to give Fournier his props, bro. Fournier splits out. Now, if Kemba wanted to hold the ball, if he wanted to fake the shot, obviously Fournier is by himself, no man's land but Kemba, because he can shoot the shot. And Kemba was one of the better guards in the league off the pick and roll last season. So his screen game is his screen, as I used to say a few years ago, his screen game is on fleek. But let me get to the main screen real quick so I can talk to you guys real quick about Kemba's health. I am very concerned about Kemba. I'm very concerned about Kemba Walker's health. Why is it not showing my damn highlights? Oh, I know why. Hold up. This y'all gotta be patient. OBS, it's good, but it does stupid things. Now it's showing up. I had to bring up the screen. Anywho's, I am very concerned with Kemba Walker's health. I think obviously these guys have all planned for it, but the thing with Kemba Walker is that, and Nick brought up a good point the other night. Do you play Kemba Walker to start out games and have Quickley finish? And I'm gonna get to this a little bit about Quickley, but I think that Tom Thibodeau is gonna play Quickley. I think he's trying to angle for Quickley to become the starter for next season. Starting in a few years. That's his guy. But I'm gonna get to it because I'm gonna read some quotes and stuff by Tom Thibodeau. But I think with Kemba, there was that play on Brogdon where Brogdon scored, and Kemba had he couldn't. Like, Brogdon didn't even make a crazy move. All he did was just drive to his left off the pass. I forgot where he got it from. All he did was just drive on his left. And Kemba was resetting. He couldn't stop. He couldn't stop because he couldn't come. That knee is in pain. That's true arthritis. That's like, yo, I'm in pain now and I'm trying to get through it. Maybe he took an HA shot to try to deal with it. But he's in pain. You see that big ass knee, iced up knee thing he had? So let me let my guy in, Ethan, real quick. Let me see. Hopefully, Sim, I learned this from you. So hopefully this works. I'm going to try to get Ethan. Up in here. I'm using StreamYard. So let me see. Ethan, can you hear me? Ethan. I got to unmute myself. Ethan, can you hear me? Yo, what's up, bro? Hold on, let me turn this off. And of course, I asked these nincompoops to show themselves. All right, let me get back to another thing that Tom Thibodeau ran, the motion offense. Now, Tom Thibodeau, is he trying to become the new Greg Popovich? Is he trying to become the new Greg Popovich, son? When I saw this, I was like, yo, wait, what the F is... I said, nah, son, this dude really... So for all the people that say Tom Thibodeau doesn't run this, run that, let me say something again. Like I said the other day, you can't run a whole bunch of things with guys who can't run it. You just can't, bro. You can't. You get fired like Steve Clifford. You end up in no man's land, bro. I have all these interesting ideas. Yeah, go eat one, son. So let me get to this real quick. Let me get to this. So the motion offense. So real quick, motion strong, motion weak. So motion strong, reverse option, motion strong. Basically, it's a 5-out concept. You have your two guys in the corner. You have your trailing big. You have another big, and you have the ball handler, point guard, whatever, right? You're essentially the point guard will get it to the big, who then pass it to the trailing big, right? Those two guys, there's a point guard. So on the right or left, it doesn't matter. But on one side, you basically have a strong action where basically you have your big man who just made that pass to your trailing big. And then you have another point guard, guard, whatever. And they set a stagger screen. Stagger screen, all it means stagger screen is just a double screen for somebody off the ball. Meaning that person they send a screen for does not have the ball in their hands. That's all the stagger screen means. It's not high-level stuff. So I'm not trying to be a nerd or whatever. Screw anybody trying to kill me for that. But anyway, they set the stagger screen for that person in the corner. He comes around. He gets the ball from the big, could shoot the three at the top of the key, could drive to the basket. And here's a beautiful thing about motion strong is that for motion strong, you know what you can reset into, and everybody's gonna kill me. Horns. So screw all you guys at NBK. I'm only joking, but suit guys at NBK. For all people that try to kill me at NBK, oh, yo, you talk about horns. Horns are a very vital play in the NBA. Everybody runs it. Everybody just runs it a little bit more sexy than we do. So let me show us real quick how the Brooklyn Nets ran. Obviously, motion strong, motion weak. All that goodness was run to a T with the Spurs. For anybody, I mean, it's it's one of a freaking what's his name, Popovich's babies. So obviously, right here with the Nets, I believe that's Jared Allen, and I believe it's when they had I think it was when they had D'Angelo Russell, but I can't see exactly. So that's Joe Harris coming off the screen at the top of the key for the shot. Again, you had two people setting a stagger screen. So here again, you see Jared Allen up top. He hands it off to, I believe that's Jared Dudley. You see Joe Harris come around, gets a stagger screen. Now he has the pick and roll option with Jared Allen. He drives to the basket. Tough layup, though. He makes it as good. It's all lovely. So here, right here. Now, obviously, I couldn't get the clip right. I couldn't get it right before the pass to Randall. But that pass from Randall came from someplace. I can't remember where it came from when I was watching. But again, Tom Thibodeau is running some motion. So you see, you see Kemba. Kemba's telling, he's pointing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Getting the pick. Oh my gosh, that cough just messed up my whole flow. They send a screen. You see Kemba pointing his hands out for RJ. That's the thing with RJ too. RJ. There should never be a time where someone has to be pointing for you to come use the screen. RJ got picked that up a lot quicker, or just pick it up. Period. But also, it's the first game, so hopefully that chemistry is a little bit better because you don't want to telegraph your plays, right? Kemba and Todd set the stagger screen for RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett comes around. I love this about RJ Barrett. I know people can kill me because that's my son right there. RJ Barrett drops a basket, fakes the move on Miles Turner, who dominated last year in the first game. Todd gets for a layup. And another one, all right, I already showed this. Then there's another play. They ran another stagger screen for RJ Barrett. It's not, this one's just a stagger screen to get RJ Barrett open. There's still, again, motion concepts. So you see Randall and Taj send a stagger screen for RJ. You got Fournier in the corner. RJ comes around. Again, RJ Barrett with that mid-range going to have to get, this is going to have to be a spot, but I like it's contested. Shoots at the elbow. Voila. Bam. Ta-da. How you like me now? All that goodness. So again, when people look at Tom Thibodeau and say, Tom Thibodeau this, Tom Thibodeau that, he is trying. He is trying, but you can't run a dumb team. You can't run an intricate offense with a dumb team. And one last play before I go to the chat. I see you guys, man. I'm not ignoring you. Just real quick, I want to show that Knicks also ran some flex. Now, this is the only play I found. If I watch it again, I'll probably find some more. So here's a flex option. And again, this is why does what's her name do this? OBS just plays it before you can even get started. So here, let me just make sure the speed is a little bit. I'm still here, guys. About to play the video. So here, flex option. So again, flex option. High school offense is called screen across, screen down. It's typically get open looks for guys in a myriad of ways, whether it be the guy cutting down if the defense ignores him or doesn't recover on the screen, or you get it to the guy up top. But here, Tom Thibodeau, and also something that Tom Thibodeau, a mix of what Tom Thibodeau ran when he ran the triangle, especially with Chicago, having on the weak side. Now, granted, it's not exactly the same thing, but there are tenets of it, right? Having weak side, strong side play, where you have on the weak side that two-man game, somebody playing to the pinch post, either the guard using Randall or Randall getting it back and doing ice with the pinch post, or that guard using the screen to drive to the basket. That was a staple of Tom Thibodeau and the Bulls offense, where Jimmy Butler would drive off that. You have freaking guys. You have freaking guys like, damn, who was this guy with the big ears that was on the Bulls? He used to come off the bench. Golly, I can't remember his damn name. But they used to run that heavily. But again, flex option, screen across, screen down. So here you see Fournier. Randall sending the screen across for Fournier. Fournier splits. Fournier can sell a little bit and keep going. Now you got Taj screening down. It's not the greatest of screens by Taj. Hands it back to Kemba. Kemba gets it back. Randall sets a little ghost screen. Slip on Brogdon. Kemba, Hezzies. Catches Brogdon off the pick by Taj. Taj with the delayed pick and roll. Now Turner thinks he has to defend a boat. He has to basically defend the space. He has Taj down low open, but Kemba beats to the basket. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm telling you, man. Our offense will expand this year. This is a year of Tom Thibodeau's evolution, man. We have to just be patient. Let me get to these guys in the chat. I want to bore them to death. Salute to my guys, man. Hinton, Ethan, how you guys doing? Can these guys even hear me? Hold up. Can you guys hear me? Let me see. These guys are muted, so I'll let the. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
So.
Yes,
I don't know what Ethan's doing. How you doing, fam?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, it might be delayed. What's good, bro? How you doing, man?
What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, it's definitely delayed. So I apologize if I said something twice. I apologize because I think it's a little bit delayed. So I apologize for that.
All right. You hear me now?
I hear you perfectly. So I just want to ask you a few
can't even
questions,
hear you.
man. What were you impressed by anything in that preseason? Did anything catch your eye regarding how Tom Thibodeau ran the offense?
I can hear you on the show because I got it playing at the same time and it's off, but I can't hear you right now.
Can you hear me now? Oh, hold on. Let me see. So I'm trying to cheat and do the sim route. Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I just texted you on Twitter. I can only hear you on YouTube. I can't hear you on StreamYard.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. You know what? Let me try this.
What's up, Ethan?
Here, let me mute this.
Slew was good hint.
Yo, can you guys hear me now?
Chilling.
Something's delayed, man. Oh, hold up.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Oh, shiza. Can't use that. All right. Something's definitely. For some reason, something's lagging, so I can't really use it right now. Let me see. Audio. Yeah, the audio should be working. I don't know what's happening, but all right, we'll. Let me see. So, if you guys can hear me, was there anything that stuck out to you on offense, especially with our players? Because I'm about to move on to guys like Quickley. I'm about to move on to guys like Obi. Was there anything that stuck out to you on offense? Are you convinced of Tom Thibodeau change up? Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Hold up. Yo, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you right now.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So all right, I'm an idiot. So I'm an idiot. No worries. All right. So I don't know if you guys were just watching what I put on, but oh crap. Let me see. My audio's removed. So I have to do it like this. So basically you see my stupid face. Obviously for anybody, that's Christopher Walken, King of New York for all you youngins who don't know movies. That's one of the most stylistic gangster movies. But Ethan Soaps, why am I calling you Soaps? Hinton Soaps, whatever you want to go by.
My favorite character in that movie, Jimmy Jump.
Jimmy, this guy. Y'all. If anybody is a true Biggie fan, you know obviously Frank White. You know, it's a good movie. I like it, man. Chris Walken's my guy, man. So regarding the offense, are you convinced that Tom Thibodeau is trying to evolve the offense? That this is the year that he's actually going to be experiments. He's not going to be as rigid as he was in previous years.
Well, I wouldn't call it an experiment because, well, it is an experiment because these guys have not played together. So, there's no experience. But, I'm going to say that it is his evolution of time off. He knew he couldn't stick with the same offense that he ran last year. I mean, he'll show pieces of it, but you needed to add wrinkles and you needed to get a little older and you need a smarter team. So it's on, it's on the guys to really, show, the evolution of the offense.
Yeah, we had to add a lot more. Our offense last year was really basic. We ran the same plays over and over, but we have a lot of horror concepts. I'm actually happy that we can run a Spain pick and roll now. I think it was beautiful. I think the one
You called it out during the stream. Which is a great eye.
Fournier is gonna benefit the most from the Spain pick and roll. He's gonna get a lot of open shots. I'm interested to seeing the chemistry between Kemba Randall and Fournier and Randall because especially off that Spain pick and roll, he's gonna have to hit them with the eyes in the back of the head pass a lot. So he's gonna have to evaluate the court a lot better if we're gonna want to run a smooth offense and get them open shots.
Can I add on to that too?
Of course, go ahead.
If he gets open shots like he had there, he better shoot. He better hit those at 40%, not 35%.
I agree. And I think if I remember his shot chart, when looking from the outside, that was probably his weakest spot. But yeah, he has hit those shots. Because again, you have a guy like I gotta give it to the Knicks, man. you have a guy in Kemba who, again, I don't think he's gonna be healthy for the whole year. The fact that he could defend, sorry, not defend, excuse me, he could basically draw defenders towards him because of his driving ability, driving and shooting in mid range. The fact that you have to commit, like you have to make a bang bang decision on defense, that should leave a lot of opportunities. Not just Fournier too, because Fournier in terms of running these schemes, I think is to be uber important. But it's also up to it's also up to guys like RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett has to shoot that shot too. He's terrible from the top of the key. Every place else on the 3-point line, he's been great last year. At least last year he was. But the top of the key is his weakest spot. He got to hit those shots. Randall too many times last game in the again in the horn sets, he would catch the ball and then try to triple threat. It's like, bro, you got to hit the bang bang play, man. You can't sit there and try. And your man is playing back anyway. So who you trying to fake? Like, you know what I mean? So when I was watching this, man, I was like, Tom Thibodeau is throwing. I don't say he's throwing the kitchen sink, but for the fact that he's running motion concepts. Like Hinton, you're in these conversations. We talk about this all the time. Me, you, Nick, and the fact that he's running these intricate sets. First of all, also means that he has trust that these guys have a high level IQ this season. The guys who have been there, right? So when I watch guys like if Knox plays, look, I don't think anything's gonna happen with Knox. Guys who I'm keeping the barometer on are guys like Obi, guys like Quickley, who he's swearing by now. I'm about to get to in a little bit. Those young guys got to step up and be just as smart because it's a tale of two cities when the Knicks play their bench and they play their starters, right? And we're not going to be running the floor like that. That bench unit is cool, but to close out games, you're not running on teams like that. We don't have the horse like that outside of. We're just not doing it. So you're going to have to be used to these half court concepts. Just real quick before I move on to IQ, can you guys please talk? Because we've been sending this back and forth, man. As I get to these, can you talk about this draft class? Now, granted, it's only preseason. It's just started out. Can you talk about how promising this recent class that just got drafted, not the next one, how impressive they've been so far?
Yo, I've been sending you so much stuff about this draft class. I've been spamming Game of Fun about the draft class. So I was on the Jared Butler train. I get it. You don't want to draft him because of his heart condition, but bro, he was the 40th pick and he's on the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell now. He probably is the most fluid scorer in this whole draft. Bro, his concept of spacing, he's always in the right place. It's insane.
Do you see his hesitation dribble, bro?
Yeah, he cooked Reggie Bullock. If you watch the game against Dallas, he cooked Bullock.
Who did I call him in the pre-draft? Who did I say he was?
Chauncey.
Exactly.
Bro, you could. This draft class is not fair, bro. They're gonna be guys in this draft class who don't make it with their initial team, and they end up someplace else, and they find it. Like I watch Jalen Green, who's fun to watch. I watch Josh Christopher against the Heat. Almost helped bring him back. He was 0 for 4 from outside, but 5 for 10 from the field. I mean, this draft class is stupid. Nashawn Highland.
Josh Primo looks good.
Josh Primo, like my son, James Bouknight. Oh. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't. It hurts my soul that James Bouknight is not a Knick. But we will see. Quentin Grimes, please. I'm hoping you become way better at trapping defenders on a hip.
I still don't understand that pick at all.
You said what?
I still don't understand that pick at all.
Oh my gosh! I watched
honestly, if you're drafting a player to sit him on the bench for a year, you draft a player who has way higher upside than Grimes.
Oh,
it's doing too much.
You keep Keon or you keep Kai instead of keeping Grimes to sit on the bench for a year because you let those guys develop because they haven't seen level of talent. But Grimes doesn't have that.
Let me Thibs do too much. They had too much say so in the draft this year.
You think? Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah, and it's weird because if you went safe last year, you know, of a Vassell or even a Halliburton would have been perfect, and then you take a chance this year, and you take a Josh like Josh Christopher. Yo, he had a shot. He had a three from the top of the key off the dribble. Even Dinwiddie. If you look at Dinwiddie was looking like, yo, what the F is with this kid? Like, yo, the Rockets, and I put this in the chat.
I'm just gonna shoot.
Rockets are my new. I'm 1,000% a Knicks fan, but in terms of watching teams, where it's like I enjoy watching this team. The development, the Rockets are my new favorite young team. Them and the Magic, those are my two young teams to watch. They're going to be fun to watch. Now, Franz Wagner, I think was the wrong pick, but anyway, Jalen Suggs.
Yo, Jalen Suggs got a welcome to the NBA. He got Marcus Smart as his first game.
As he should. As he should. I
Mhm.
love it. I love it. Destroy him. Let him elevate his game, man. But let me say a few shout outs real quick, man. Adele Chapman, my brother, salute, man. Let me see. Frederick, salute. He says the offense looks brazy. It looks sexy, man. It looks a little sexy, man. Hey, Knicks 100 at GM. Jizz is chilling. Milk is chilling. This guy, C-Mac, he said Popeye Jones. No, it's not Popeye Jones. It was somebody else off the bench. But Popeye Jones comes in. He looks like, he has the ears like Popeye Jones. He's on the Bulls off the bench. CJ, CJ. Damn, I can't remember his damn name. CJ something. Let me see. Mike Morgan, salute my guy. Kevin Middleton, salute. Y'all said the volume is low? I've been screaming into this damn mic for this whole time. Asa King, salute. IQJ, salute. He says, got the MySpace tab right. They said, C-Max says, I got AOL running. Justin L says, salute, Hinton. Yes. Salute to Hinton, man. Keyshawn, salute. D Public Enemy, salute, my guy. I haven't seen a copied LeBron or D-Rose, not Iverson this year's draft. This upcoming draft, I'm not impressed by. And me and my guy Ethan been talking back and forth. Whatever. Keyshawn, Newcastle's new ownership with the guy that was supposed to come. We'll talk about it later, Keyshawn. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. But Houston, Houston's my new team, man. Ernesto.
I agree. The Cavs are gonna be interesting this year.
Mobley is a beast, bro.
Bro, I was telling you before the draft. I was like, bro, why doesn't Detroit just draft Mobley? I could easily see Mobley being the best player 5 years from now. Easily.
Yeah, that was the issue. There was too much. There was like 5 guys you could take. Number one, and you'd have been happy with.
This draft, that top 5, man. Unfortunately, Kuminga's hurt, but I'll say this is a blessing disguise, Kuminga, in terms of working on your game. Obviously, the injury sucks. You don't want that. If he gets his shot down packed,
you got the 2 best shooters to work with. So.
He's their Iggy replacement.
You said who's their what?
He's gonna be playing the role that Iggy played for them. They're gonna be grooming him to be their next Iggy.
Yeah.
But Iggy.
No, because he's more talented than Iggy.
Yeah, you could plop him down. You could put him as a sentry to just post up and then facilitate and hit the shot. Like he's like a.
I know. I'm just saying for his early years right now, they're gonna play him the same way that they played Iggy, which is like defense, run the floor, and make a couple of passes here and there, and run the offense fluidly.
I don't know, man.
I can see them developing his game more when Steph's getting a little bit older and they have to rely on him a lot less.
Well, that's what you want. You want him and Moody to take over about 2 years from now. What's Steph, 34?
Nah, Moody ain't taking over. Jordan Poole's taking over.
Well, whoever,
Jordan Poole is looking crazy these past few games.
But whoever it is, 2 years from now, you got I wouldn't say it's a problem, but Steph should not be the best player on that team if he's like 34 years old.
Agreed. But look at that talent on that team, man. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but even Moses Moody is just a shooter.
They're rebuilding and reloading at the same time.
Because Moses Moody could step in. I mean, they still have James Wise. Warriors, man. All I gotta say is a rich get richer, man.
Average 20 a game. Like he's just that great of a shooter, and he don't rely on his athleticism at all. So I could easily see him averaging 23 until he's like 37. I'm
sorry, who is this? I couldn't hear the name.
And it's Steph Wiggins.
Oh yeah, they still got Wiggins too.
Ethan, who'd you say originally? I couldn't hear the name you said.
I was talking about Steph. I was saying Steph.
Oh, Steph.
37 and average 23 a game. He's that great of a shooter. He doesn't rely on athleticism at all.
Yeah.
They're blessed, man. But let's move on to IQ now. I want to do this segment, especially to get Chuck B mad. He says IQ and Jimmy Butler have nothing in common. But let me just read what Tom Thibodeau said. Right now, obviously, there's an interview he did with Tom Thibodeau after the game. He said, "I love the guy. There's no one who spends more time than him." And let me just show these. Let me show these menu quickly highlights as a facilitating the highlights as Chuck B gets pissed. He says, "I love the guy. There's no one who spends more time here than him. He loves the game so much. There's really not a lot of things, not other things that he does. Obviously, he's a gym rat. Just going off some other comments, he said the best thing about Quick is that he's a student of the game. He's a sponge. Tom Thibodeau said a few days ago, he's great at watching film, then coming in the next day and working on a new move. Then after short period of time, because of the type of commitment that he's willing to make, he masters it. So that's what I love about him. His shot making is special. His floater is special. I think he's gotten a lot stronger. I think he understands the league a lot better. But I think his approach, he's very open-minded. He wants to learn. He's got great concentration. So when I say that he's the Jimmy Butler, I mean it not necessarily in terms of how they play, but taking a so-called raw piece of clay and molding him, not because of necessarily the talent, but because of the dedication, the hard work he puts in. The same thing Jimmy Butler. When Derrick Rose went down, Jimmy Butler stepped up big time. And Jimmy Butler's he wasn't a student of a game, but he came as a defensive, so-called defensive wing guard, whatever you call him. Develop his playmaking and shooting. Go ahead.
I don't want to be critical of IQ, but once he stops taking stupid threes, then we could talk about it.
Oh yeah, but hold. So let me say this. So obviously you see the highlights. Oh, we have the passing highlights, right?
Yeah,
to me, his best pass was that nice pass to Knox. When Knox was cutting to the basket. But on this first one too, I remember calling this out. On that first play I see, he did not take the shot. He waited for Obi to come to his left and make the pass. Mm-hmm. He actually would have been validated taking a shot or trying to take the basket. Now, literally the next play down the court, he took that shot on the break, and I think he missed a three. Now, I agree with you. He doesn't need to take those shots. But IQ has made a concerted effort to become a better facilitator. I think that Tom Thibodeau is hitching his so-called wagon, just like, I don't say like he did with Jimmy Butler, but that was his so-called ace boom coon. That was his guy that he was riding with. That was his so-called project. And I think that IQ's in the same mode. And I think that because of Kemba Walker's knee injury, I think IQ will be starting sometime this season. I just think it's inevitable. Go ahead.
We 100% called that. Just leave Derrick Rose on the bench.
Yeah,
if something is wrong with Kemba, just start him. He's your point guard in training anyway. So
now, let me ask you.
How long do you think Kemba's gonna be here for? 2 years? Maybe.
If you say 2 years, let's talk about actual games. Let's talk about 106. Yeah, let's make it, because I don't think the way he moved, I've seen that move by injury. I did that move that he did when he couldn't recover, and he swung his upper body to try to recover and give. I've done that move where you're hurt. Kemba ain't, and when he got crossed over, it wasn't even a cross. He just couldn't. He couldn't cut. Like
he has no lateral. He has no lateral movement on defense. Like
he's not even a bouncing guard, and he can't stay with him.
On offense is different because you kind of can control and know where you're going, but
exactly
when you're at the offensive player's mercy, so you're going to be in a compromised position all the time. So he's going to get crossed over a couple more times before it's over. But I don't want to be critical of this team. Like, I'm looking forward to this season.
Oh no, me too. I swear my life, dude. I swear my life. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm beaming a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
But you know what? That's what happened. But that actually is what happens when you get good. You start nitpicking that stuff. So.
As we and again, I'm not. It's just the thing. And here's the thing: the Knicks have a contingency plan. It's smart. You have IQ. You have guys like McBride. You have guys who can cover. It's every good team does that. Look at the freaking Denver Nuggets. I got freaking Nashon Highland. But anyway, so I'm so jealous, man. I went to Nashon Highland, damn team. But, quickly, is that your starting point guard for the future? Do you think that Tom Thibodeau's going to ride and die with him no matter what? Because, again, they told him to work on his facilitating and his mid-range game in the summer. And if you watch that summer league, what did he do? Now, granted, people say, he held on to the ball too long. But he's playing with Reed Travis and Wayne Selden. Let's be serious. He had to hold on the ball too. Those guys are just adults. No, not to say adults, but they're just not NBA players. No offense, right? For him to be working so hard on his craft and working smart, and you've seen results, I think he's going to live and die by that. Tom Thibodeau's going to live and die by Quickley. I think that they're done searching for the so-called star point guard or the guy to trade for. They're going to try to build through Quickley, right? They want him to work on his left, work on his mid-range game, slow down on the three-point shots. But he's such a teacher's pet that Tom Thibodeau kind of allows him to do that. Do you see IQ being the so-called franchise point guard in the future? Now, you talked about his three-point shooting, the stupid shots. If he got rid of that, could you see him being your so-called point guard, combo guard, whatever you want to call him, at the one position for the future?
Yeah, he's a newer version. You know, he is. He's a newer version of Charlie Ward to me.
Ah, come on, son. No, what? Charlie Ward was, I'm sorry, man. I grew up with Charlie. He was buns, man. Now, a great athlete. Obviously, Florida State Heisman. I'm not
Yeah,
taking nothing away from him.
But you have to. I'm talking. But you have to look at it as Charlie Ward's role. Like he was. He played for the Knicks. For how long he played for the Knicks?
Oh
Almost
wow,
10
yeah, he
years,
played for a
10
while.
years? Yeah. So. Like,
But you're saying,
you know,
come on, Charlie
Ward
Ward.
started.
Yeah, but
right?
so did Earl Watson. That's not a good. Come on.
But what I'm saying is, like, but his role, he's gonna facilitate. He's gonna do some shooting. I mean, he's a better player than. He's a more talented player than Charlie Ward. But that's his role.
Oh man, Charlie. Let me see what people in the chat say.
They're calling me crazy, but when you have to look at how, like, what his role was when he played. He came off the bench early. He started for a couple years. You know, they would always look. Then they got Chris Childs, who would want to take his place because he wasn't good enough to start. Even though I think Quickley, but I'm just talking about that process. That's how you got
right. Okay, Charlie Ward. No offense, man. Kerry Cox salute, bro. And Chuck is killing me right now, man. He's killing me right now. Oh, let me see. I'll send you the link to the StreamYard. E to G. This guy's.
I don't usually watch the Nets, but they're actually having problems with the backup from the Bucks. I mean, but you know, it is what it is. I'm talking about KD and Harden and Griffin and Harris were all starting at one point. So they got the bench in now, but in the third quarter, it's still tied with Noir and all these guys. So
it's gonna be interesting to see how they move with and without Kyrie in the season. Well, all you have to do is just put an office in your stadium. So
Kyrie's playing. You didn't see the news today?
No, the news
is
is
just
practice
because
no, but didn't they just say that with that paperwork and all the building, like he can play and all that stuff, like because the Nets
only practice because it's a private office. So all you gotta do is just put a private office in the Barclays Stadium, and you basically just do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you reclassify. So you just reclassify the Barclays as
Yo,
a private office.
Yo, for all the people that don't live in New York, man, De Blasio sucks, and I say that right now. De Blasio, you're terrible. I don't give a damn.
No,
you ain't gonna shut my chin out. You are.
He did the Nets a favor because the Nets owner is like one of the richest dudes in the world. You better do something for him. Pause.
Let me see. Gmo, the guy from that Bulls team, you think about BJ Armstrong. Is it? Yes. Oh, is it BJ? I said CJ? BJ Armstrong. Let me see with the ears.
Oh, you talking about CJ Watson?
No, not BJ Armstrong. He was on the Bulls.
CJ Watson.
CJ Watson. Thank you. With the ears. Yes, CJ Watson. Thank you. That was the guy I was bringing up. Thank you. So that's our IQ, but yeah.
Teams though. He played on the Warriors. Like he played a whole bunch of places.
Yo, Gmo, my boy Sandro Mamo put in his work.
How much he put in?
It's the end of the third. He got 15, 9, 1 assist.
Oh, this is depressing.
In only 21 minutes too.
This is depressing. And you know who's gonna be good too? Even though I haven't been watching them that crazy. I think BJ Boston's gonna be nasty.
It's still preseason, guys.
No. I'm not just talking about preseason.
I understand what you're saying, but it's still preseason. Some of these guys are not even really gonna be playing.
Of course. All right. Let's get to Obi Toppin. So-called no stopping it. Man. Chill, man. Hey, yo, E to G, check your Twitter, man. I sent you the link on Twitter, bro. Check your Twitter. And let me know if you guys are interested in doing a because we need people supported. Any Jets fans and Giants fans, football fans. Me and E to G are trying to have spaces on Twitter where we talk about the Jets, but I know Ethan is a Giants fan as well too. And Ethan's very knowledgeable, so I want to have enough people on. I almost have like 3 people. We're just talking to ourselves. So if you want to join the Twitter spaces, let me know so we can have that.
I want to talk about the Giants. The Giants are so trash.
So you could talk about your little overrated Cowboys with I
don't talk about my team.
Cowboys got.
The Giants are just trash.
Giants are trash. Y'all losing this week. I think to the West End. Y'all definitely losing this week. Let me let E to G in with this freaking Jimmy Neidhart beard over here. If any wrestling fans, this is my guy E to G, man. How you doing, bro? Why is he quiet? What's wrong with this guy? Is your mic working? I don't think your mic is working, bro. Nah, I can't hear you, bro. Oh, I think.
You hear me?
Yep, I hear you now.
Yep.
Yeah, why are you hating already?
I didn't say. I said hello. What I said, yo, what's good, bro? What's good, man? This guy drinking his. He's so angry. I'm being what's good, man? So how do you feel about the Knicks' so-called offensive evolution so far? Even though I don't think it's evolution yet, I just think Tom Thibodeau's finally be able to run some things with some talent. How give me impressions from the first preseason game?
Who you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I thought they played extremely well. I thought they looked. What I look forward to more is watching these guys together again, like the core guys. I know you're filling some guys in with getting Fournier and getting Kemba into the mix, but those are guys who are gonna play a lot, But guys who are in the system for a second year, I'm excited for them to just be quick, know where to be. Guys like Obi, guys like Quickley, knowing that the game is slowing down for them. We talk about that all the time for young guys. The game's slowing down for them. I think now, this year, we're able to see just guys going out there and play because they know where they got to be. They put in the work in. I think Obi and Quickley have both put in a lot of work in the offseason. I mean, it's been said. And even in the first preseason game, I saw some things that I didn't see from both of them in that preseason game, that I didn't see last season. I mean, granted, it was their rookie year, but it's something that I'm looking forward to seeing more of. This team is so deep, and I know we say that a lot in sports, and it's a word we like to use, but this team is deep. There's guys that can play and that can start in the league and on other teams that'll only get 15, 20 minutes on this team.
So let me ask you the same thing with Quickley. Now, I think Tom Thibodeau. Somebody keeps saying the sound is low. Let me know, anybody else, let me know if the sound is low. They said panel volume is very low. Hold up. It shouldn't be low. Let me see. Did you say something real quick?
Yo.
That shouldn't be low.
I know one thing. Looking at the Nets in their backup state, if they're not in the finals, they got a problem for real.
All right, yo, chat. Let me know if that's better. I just raised the volume up. I'm using voice meter, which is one of the most confusing things. Again, salute to my guy Darley. All y'all sound people are crazy, man. They said it's low. Salute to Crystal House, Mike Johnson. All right, I just raised up the volume now, so let me know if it's still low. I apologize for that. I thought you guys were saying I was low. They say Hinton sound. Oh, they say it's not a lot better. All right, cool. They say Eric is the only one that's low. All right, cool. All right. So yeah.
Cool.
This guy, yo, E2G. Why? You see how he does this to me, man? And he's the same one crying. And he's saying, "Yo, Corey Davis is gonna be good. Yo, Corey Davis." Out of here, bro.
What happened? Yo, so listen to this.
He did okay. He did good. All right, hold on. He's not gonna tell you this whole story. He's not gonna tell you the whole story. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna tell you the story. I promise.
All right.
Corey Davis dropped a couple passes in the first quarter of Sunday's.
What did he do the past two games before that?
Listen to me.
I want the money in the Jets on Sunday.
Listen, he texted me like, well, we were ready to text him.
Yeah, hold on. Screw you, Hinton. That's good for you.
He's gonna.
I said I won some money.
Oh, I think you said you lost some money. Oh, my bad.
He said Corey Davis' ass.
He was. Yo, Corey Davis been asked to pass outside of game one. You gonna sit and tell me he was good the past two games? Second interception in the Patriots game, that was all on him. And people kill Zach was it wasn't on him, bro.
And the one in the Denver game.
And the one in last week too that just happened against the Titans. He fell on the route and the defender got the pick.
But and what did I really say? I said that he's not a wide receiver one, right?
He's a wide receiver one.
No, he's not.
I mean, to be fair, Corey Davis never lived up to expectations. He was
He's not a wide receiver one. No way.
He was supposed to be one of the best wideouts in the NFL when he came out.
Oh, I don't know about that. He was drafted fifth from Western Kentucky, whatever it was.
First of all, listen, let me explain something about Corey Davis going number 5 overall.
Salute Jeffrey Robinson.
To a team that had a quarterback that wasn't accurate and could run the ball better than he could throw it in Mariota when they drafted him. They had Derrick Henry and they had DeMarco Murray. They ran the ball 60 to 70% of the time, and then they went and drafted AJ, and they had tight ends. They never used him the way they're supposed to use him. The play action, West Coast offense, he's there now. He's already on target to have over 1,200 yards, over 11 not 11, over 9 touchdowns. The guy's gonna be fine, and over 80 catches. He's gonna be fine.
He's solid.
New coaches,
He-
new offensive play caller. Everything's gonna be quick, and this is a young team.
He's solid.
To be fair,
I'll
when you
say
look
this.
At you look at the passing coordinator. That passing coordinator needs to be fired for the Jets.
Oh, Mike LaFleur. Well, he's an offensive. Mike LaFleur.
I know. I mean, no. There's a offense coordinator and there's also a passing coordinator when it comes to wideouts routes. If you look at like some of the Jets game tape, their wideouts are running in the same direction.
Oh,
Well,
that
that's
one play where they all ran the same cross.
Nah, it was
route?
like 3 plays. One against the
Coordinator.
Broncos, one
That's-
against the Pats.
They
and then-
ran a stunt 3 wide receiver split. They all ran the same 5-yard out, and the defender was all 3 defenders and linebackers and corners were in the middle of the field together. And somehow, some way, they
Is
thought
that his fault or is that the receiver's fault for
That's not the
maybe not
receiver's
knowing this assignment?
That's the play call. That's what the play call is designed for. But the pass wasn't supposed to go there. It's supposed to go deep for the X receiver. If you look at that film again, it's supposed to go to the left side, which is the wide receiver, deep. He's running the flat, going deep.
So
But
guys,
he had no time. He
if
just
you want
tried
to
dump it off.
hear all this intelligence, hit us up on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, because E to G and me are trying to have some spaces on Twitter talking about Jets, and then have Ethan somehow talk about his bum ass Giants. But Ethan knows enough to talk about Giants, but it's gonna be trash anyway.
Yo, y'all
so.
saw my boy Kadarius Stoney though.
Oh wow!
Y'all saw my boy Kadarius Stoney. I tell you,
He's y'all overrating that. He caught a few passes in space. He was not that special, bro. He was not that
okay, hold
special.
on. You put that man in the open field.
He was
So-
not that special. Bro, let me get to this last segment, and then we can talk about your bum ass Giants and all that stuff. So Obi
They're
Toppin
trash.
had a solid game last game against the Pacers. Again, I'm not looking at points. I don't really give a damn about points. But a few things I saw with Obi Toppin, definitely much more improved dribbling. Obviously, the fast break stuff don't really mean much to me. He shot a nice little shot, mid-range shot. I believe it's off of several screens. That was
Even that play is just, I love that he did that.
But
That's
also-
more like that's Dayton Obi. Like, run the floor, get the easy basket, pop and shoot here. Even if you miss it, just taking the shot.
Yeah, he looks a lot more confident. I will say this: he doesn't look nowhere near as confident. Summer League, obviously Summer League, but to the point where I think what Obi, the thing with Obi was wrong is if he could get the half court game down packed. No, he had the 2 post ups that are gonna come up in like a few seconds. He had that one post up where he got blocked, and not saying you're struggling with Dwayne Washington Jr., the guy who was defending, who's only 6'2". But it's like, bro, you 6'9" or whatever. Like, I need you to
He
body him.
struggled with him.
Yeah, he got there, but he took so much time off and doing it that freaking Gadaze, whatever his name is, blocked mollywopped the shot. You know what I mean? So that's the thing with Obi. I'm not sure if he's ever going to develop that lower body strength to just bully his defender. I think there's a play right here.
No, it's a different.
No, it's not. I actually just ran
Yeah,
the same damn
if he's not strong enough to do it, so he should just get in a rhythm and just take a shot. Just over the shorter play.
Well, that's
Stop
what he did
trying
with
to
this.
just-
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. That's what he did with the second
He got
play.
athleticism, so
Yeah,
be able
because he
to-
learned his lesson.
He-
He's
It's
not
just-
strong enough to do it.
On this play where he doesn't do anything with the basket, he gives it a second chance for Rose to get enough free throws.
Mhm.
That's possession for the Knicks. Even
Another-
if you don't,
Go ahead.
even if you don't make this shot right here, you're still going getting another possession for your mans.
Now with Obi, I look. You gotta develop a little. You gotta develop a little fadeaway shot and a fake. When that spin move by Dwayne I was gonna say Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne Washington, right here. I keep going to the
That should be a goaltend.
right here. If he fakes on Dwayne and just brings it back to his left, granted, it's tough. He has to develop that little mid-range shot on these guys, man, until he's able to bite them. Now, this play right here, I'm going to show real quick.
Yeah.
We're catching the corner.
Yeah.
This was his best play tonight. Crossover on the left.
He's ever
Beautiful
had,
spin
like,
move. Throws it up. And another thing
Period.
Another thing I'll give real quick. Sorry to cut you off. Another thing I'll say about Obi that I'll give him credit for is that he's way better at angles. Last season he was terrible.
Yeah.
Go back to that Pacers game. He was throwing shots, and I guess Miles Turner mollywop. Miles Turner had like 2 blocks in a row against him or something like that. But his angles were bad. Like he was just throwing it up against the glass when he's going. his angle, especially in the summer league. If you guys, obviously everyone watched summer league, but he was throwing up way better kisses off the glass in the summer league. So I gotta give Obi his credit, man. He's worked hard. Again, he's working with.
You can see that he put the work in.
Yeah, he worked with David Zenon, trainer.
Yeah, good
Working
job.
very hard. So I gotta give Obi his credit. I'm not the biggest fan of his game per se, but Obi Toppin, again, if he gets a shot down packed and he gets tighter dribbles. I had a play, and it was from the Hawks. You don't even need to watch it. It was just terrible. There's a play against the Hawks in the playoffs where he tried to cross over from the same crossover from the right to the left, and it was
right. It was horrible, bro.
No, it was right to left because he was dribbling his left and it left his hand after left.
Oh yeah, he was on the left side of the court. My bad.
Game 2, because it was. I remember the thing. It said Hawks up 1-0, so it was game 2 in the Garden, and it was terrible. So I gotta give Obi Toppin his credit, man. I gotta give you flowers, man. You worked hard, unlike guys like Kevin Knox, who, I don't know. Kevin Knox is playing tomorrow, so I whatever with that guy, man. I'm kind of done. I'm not even looking in the rearview mirror with that guy.
He's just not good enough. It's not that he doesn't work hard. It's just not good enough.
Yeah, to add on to the Obi thing a little bit, he just needs to be able to be more patient when he gets second chance opportunities, and he just needs to go up stronger. Like he shouldn't, especially when he gets second chance opportunities, he goes up weak a lot.
Right, hit that little fade, that little 15-footer.
Yeah, the one where you set the screen. If he could do a little pop it, pick and pop with IQ, I'm telling you, IQ. When I look at the top combos or the top duos in the league, man, we're way down in terms of our young players. When I'm looking at guys like Jalen Green and freaking KPJ. I'm looking at Cade and Sadiq Bey. I know these guys haven't played much together, but they're still way better to me in my eyes than freaking IQ and Obi. But if Obi and IQ, because they play at pace, if IQ gets his court awareness up, if Obi gets his mid-range game up, and spin move, or I can't even say post, but be able to operate off the spin moves, I guess the Knicks might strike with the guys they just drafted. But
you saw Josh.
They're not striking with these guys, man.
Listen, Knicks might.
Well, if they trade Obi for something, then they striking, right?
Well, yeah, because that means they're going to try to win the championship at that point. Because it doesn't make any sense to trade him if you're not getting a championship, a player to get you to that zone.
Look, I think we're gonna live and die with IQ. He's gonna be forced to become a selling point by some time.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
From how I feel, and I'm not, if healthy. Barring injury I know that's a big if on this team. There's some guys who have dealt with injuries in their career, who are now in the prime of their career, who have degenerative health issues. We know that. I don't even have to get into that. You spoke about this, but this team can surprise people, man. And I'm not talking like last year. We talked surprise people like be 500, get to the playoffs. Like that would surprise people last year. Now, this year, I'm talking surprise people like second round. I'm talking conference finals. I'm not saying they won't go to the finals, but I'm talking they could go to the conference finals with this team.
You sound like Evergreen.
You sound like Jay Boogie. You sound like Jay.
I spoke to Jay Boogie today. He called.
Salute to my guy Jay Boogie, man.
Salute Jay Boogie, man.
I got love for Jay Boogie. That's my guy, man. By the way, let me say something about Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie thinks he's slick. Jay Boogie is a hustler. He is a hustler. This guy tried to sell me on his because for some reason I'm doing good in all my fantasy leagues except for this one stupid league. I'm 4-0 in one league. I'm 3-1 in my other league. I had a bye in my other. I'm 3-0 in another league. Except for this one stupid league I'm in with Jay Boogie, who I'm supposed to kill, and he wants to sell me. No, he wants it for Aaron Jones. He wanted Aaron Jones, then he wanted Jonathan Taylor. He wants to give me Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson.
Nah. What?
Jay Boogie, he circled his way all. I'm talking to this guy for a good 30 minutes. He's trying to convince Jay. Say the names again?
Yeah, the names.
He said for Aaron Jones
and Jonathan Taylor
so
for
he
Devontae
running
Adams.
back.
No, not both of them. Not both of them. He said just one of those running back. Aaron Jones, and then he moved on Jonathan Taylor. But for Aaron Jones, he said he want to give me Justin Jefferson, and not Devontae Adams. He want to give me somebody else. I'm messing up. Not Devontae Adams. Y'all can see his roster. I forgot his damn roster.
Deontay Johnson.
No, it's not Deontay Johnson. It may have been Devontae Adams, but it was two guys. I'm like, And he's like, yo, man, your McCall Hardman is blah, blah. I'm like, Jay Boogie, you're not slick. I've been working all week. I know I'm tired, but you're not slick, bro. You're not going to catch me on this. So,
you know how many people trying to get Saquon off of me?
oh, ew. What? I'd trade Saquon now, bro. Are you kidding me?
Yo, Gmo, you realize that Saquon's like the top scoring fantasy running back for the past 2 weeks, bro?
Oh, my gosh. Why? Because of 2 games?
Okay, and guess what? He's not going to play the whole season, so you might as well get rid of him.
He's a boom or bust runner. He's a Barry Sanders. He's a guy who's going to give you – it's either 100 yards and a touchdown or 23 yards off of –
Barry Sanders never did that. No disrespect.
Never did what?
23 yards. You
What
crazy.
are you talking about? He got 0 yards and 17 carries in a playoff game.
Okay. So,
He's a leader in negative yards, my guy. In a sense of he's not going to – in a sense of that, Barkley –
Saquon and Barry Sanders, when they run, they're way too patient. They don't hit the whole hard at all.
that boy had the most yards rushing and only played like 9 years.
No, he's a beast. No. But here, you're trying to think I'm talking bad. He's
Man,
probably
listen,
he's one of the best
still
running backs.
overrated because
No,
he didn't
Barry
win
Sanders
no
not
games,
overrated.
man.
I wouldn't say that. I
He
wouldn't
didn't
say
win no playoff games, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man.
Yeah, but he had
Yo,
Scott
man.
Mitchell. He had Scott Mitchell and nobody. You can't do anything. Bro, come on. That team, those teams are trash. Hinton, you know
coulda
that.
had-
You know that. They had Scott Mitchell throw for 5,000 yards 1 year.
Man,
And
how
they-
did you say that when he had what's his name? Herman Moore, who was a borderline Hall of Fame receiver.
Oh, my gosh. And who's the quarterback?
Come on, man.
Who's the quarterback? Andre Ware?
It doesn't matter. Trent Dilfer won the championship. You can't say that.
Yeah, because they had one of the best defense of all time. They had,
But Trent Dilfer still won the championship.
they had one of the best defense of all time. The Lions never had that. They had
All right, Kerry Collins played in the Super Bowl. Now say something.
He was asked too.
yeah, but yeah.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is like trash
That's-
quarterbacks get to the Super Bowl. Trash quarterbacks win Super Bowls.
But if you have a solid squad, who do they have in that team? What, Amani Toomer
Yo,
in his
Gmo,
freaking
Evergreen
prime?
saying Knicks chip.
Hold on, let me see. Evergreen said what? Oh my Lord Jesus, what did he say?
Let's go Evergreen. I'm not for the
Yo,
shit,
Evergreen, chill. Why y'all
told you,
do
that's
this?
it.
Why do
Y'all
y'all
haven't been
do
listening to
this?
Evergreen, he's been saying this for like the whole offseason. Like once everybody
Evergreen,
was tired.
chill. We're not going to no chill. Why y'all doing it? See, y'all Knicks fans, y'all love this roller coaster. Y'all love being like hyped up and then
Bro.
the letdown. Y'all love this like heroin ride. Like, chill out, bro. We're not.
This is why all the other fans laugh at us.
Yes, yes. Bro. Yo, when I went to the summer league, right, and I was talking, and I'm not talking to a salute to what's this guy's name, Papa Left, whatever. When we were with some Laker fans behind us, right, cool dudes, right, and we talk about Obi. There's no disrespect to Papa Left, no disrespect to KFTV, but when he said that Obi was a mixture of Amari and Sean Marion, I sunk into my seat and I said, no, Lord, why would you? Because we were talking back and forth, and I'm like, yo, yeah, F the Lakers, blah, blah, y'all whack, blah, blah. And he said that, I was like, oh, my Lord Jesus, why would you say that? Like, Knick fans, I love my team to death. I will never join another team. I'll never root for another team. I used to carry I carried a Bible in the 99 and playoffs, praying to God, please let me just win one. Because I suffered through 94. God was like, yo, son, no, it ain't that shit. I don't give a damn about no damn Knicks. And we got mollywop. Bruh, I would never root for that. But we are delusional. As fans, we are very delusional. Like, y'all watch other NBA teams, bro. Everybody here watches NBA. I'm not saying none of you guys even.
That's why this the one show that gets the hate because we're the ones who kind of try to tell you the truth. Like, slow down.
When y'all say things like, "Yo, Julius Randle, he better than Jason Tatum," when y'all saying that stuff last year, and I'm like, bro, there's a difference when guys are grooming you to be the next Kobe versus guys are like, oh, cool, nice All-Star, like. Jason Tatum, they're when people said that Randall was better than Jokic. I love my Knicks fans. I'm not being negative. I'm good. I'm happy.
Evergreen said let him in.
Evergreen. Hold on. Let me send Evergreen he's gonna come in. Evergreen's gonna try coming. He's gonna try to come with some pseudo.
Yo, Evergreen's gonna just preach it for like 10 minutes about Kemba. And how Kemba is like the hometown hero, and it's
we're gonna talk about spending money in a nice way.
Why y'all all killing this dude? Why you guys? Yo, look, Kemba.
Shout out to Evergreen. You got some dope beats.
No, I'm only joking. But Evergreen knows which beat I love. That's I have the beat and the I ain't gonna say it. It's a sample, but I ain't gonna say it. I have all that on my phone. Evergreen's my dude, man. But yeah, I just don't see it. Kemba Walker not being, bro. He had a freaking. That dude had that big ass rap on it, bro. Damn. If Kemba was here, go ahead, EG.
Don't even speak that kind of negativity into existence.
I'm not. But it's like I see it.
I would have loved that.
Bro, I see it, man. I would love for Kemba to be fully healthy. So IQ, that's why this year for IQ is so important, man. So give me a rundown on the Wizards, man. I don't give a damn about the score. What are you expecting to see from the Wizards? What are you looking for the Wizards? I watched Corey Kispert the other night. He had an air ball the other night. It wasn't pretty. And it's the Wizards. I mean, Danny Avdija, I don't give a F about. Bradley Beal's cool, whatever. Wait, are they playing in New York or are they playing in I think they're playing in New York.
I think they're playing the Garden.
So I guess we're not playing Bradley Beal. But
Now
yeah.
we're playing in Washington.
Are you playing Washington?
Yeah, we're playing in Washington. Then we're playing at home against the Pistons. Then we're playing at home against the Wizards again.
Lord.
Damn, it might be
No,
4-0.
unvaccinated. I thought.
Hey! Let's just let my man
No,
Evergreen
because
in.
I'm just. But I thought that was the rule. Like outsiders could come in and play, but
Nah, I think I was talking on Twitter and people saying it's not. You just can't play in the state of New York, even if.
California.
Or California. But let me get to my guy Evergreen. He's cheesing right now. So
he
when
could play
Evergreen,
he could play at the Barclays. He could play at the Barclays. It's private now.
oh, he could. No. The practice facility is not a Barclays. It's
The
the
practice
HSS.
facility is private, not the stadium.
They're gonna tell. Eventually, they're gonna tell you.
We know. But the HSS, they have to look. You have to ease it in, Hinton. You have to make
They
sure.
can't even prove that everybody in the place that has a real card.
Hey, all right. Let's go to my man. Let's go to my man Evergreen, who talking about Knicks for the chip. And he's
I know
smiling
people with fake cards.
So you know that Evergreen ain't gonna talk with no truth because he's smiling. So he's not confident. Because when he actually confident, he's angry. So go ahead.
Whoa.
Go ahead,
Easy.
Evergreen.
Easy, my guys. What's going on, y'all? Peace
What up,
and love to the
We chilling, man. I saw you that
What
day on
up?
MBK with the shades, man. Like you're not. Why you think you fly like that, bro? Don't do that.
Hey, listen,
Don't do that.
You sound like you trying to judge another man's appearance. What we doing over here?
Hey, whoa, hey.
How y'all get down in Williamsburg?
Hey, hell no. I do not live in no damn Williamsburg. Hell no.
Hey, this just in. You know what I mean? Send your radars out.
Hey,
whoa.
Hell
Trying to hate
no.
on it. Hold on, tell you what, I'll put these ones on. Hold on, I know it's nighttime. You know they say
Oh,
sunglasses in the
Lord.
club. You think your style is tight? You know, let me throw these on.
Oh, Lord. These liquor store shit. He think he's fake Manolo. He think he's cool like that. But go ahead.
Hey, listen,
It's
you know
cute.
what?
It's all right.
The most I spend on shades is $200. These are Ray-Bans. I'm not going anything past that. I don't flex like that.
But I would say this. Ray-Bans are excellent effing quality. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Perfect
All right,
quality.
so listen.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So first off, y'all said I was going to preach. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I love the hate, by the way. I love it. It makes me feel like so vindicated.
I still
All right,
think
so
take a run.
Here's when I say the Knicks are winning the chip, I am obviously speaking out of belief, right? Now
Right.
I also want to preface this and say that the stars would have to align, right? There's this weird theory that I have where it's like every 4 to 8 years there's a team that wins an NBA championship that wasn't supposed to win, right? That nobody saw coming, right? And usually it comes in one or two ways. Way number one is the team wasn't in the playoffs the last season, the previous season. They were just about to blow the team up, and the next season they put something together crazy in a free agency and they win. Or way number two is there's a team that's at the bottom of the standings that wins, right? And this all comes from the Jordan era. You guys can look this up and start from the Jordan era, right? We start from the Jordan era, who won a championship in '99.
Spurs.
I remember Spurs won, right? The Spurs was a team that just had got Tim Duncan. It was Tim Duncan's second season there, right?
Correct.
It was Tim Duncan's second season there, right? So they put something together at the end of David Robinson's career. Tim Duncan is the guy that kind of is the catalyst to win. The next major team to win a championship, we'll go from 99, we'll go to the 03 Detroit Pistons, right? Nobody was expecting them to come out of nowhere, but when they made that big trade, well, not the big trade, but when they made the acquisition and ended up getting Rasheed Wallace, that took them over the hump, right?
But remember, remember though. Hold on, they were still in the conference finals for like 6 straight years or something like that.
No,
not in 2001, but they still went to the playoffs 2001 with Carlisle with that bum 18 with like Chucky Atkins and Jerry Stackhouse.
Well, maybe it started with the Nets though, but they were in the conference finals for like 6 straight years or something crazy.
Bro, how did they? All right, I'm just gonna tell you to go back and look at the standings and look at that. I'm not getting ready to argue that point with you. All right, because you talking about 6 straight years, you must be.
Yeah, because remember they lost the Nets, they lost to the Heat, they lost to the Celtics. They lost to the Cavs. Like it was like 6 straight years.
What was getting ready to happen? What was getting ready to happen to Detroit the year? Because remember that same year they ended up getting the acquisition of Ben Wallace, and then the year before that they got Richard Hamilton. Those both of those guys both came from Washington, right? They were on the cusp of exploding that team. So the 01-02 season was nothing, or the 02 season was trash, right? That was a very bad season for them, and they ended up making a bunch of acquisitions. Look, you guys can do the research on your own. I've thought about this deep. Let's even go deeper. What was the year that Dwayne Wade and Shaq won?
What was that, 07?
That's 06.
Okay, so 06. What was happening with Miami? They drafted Dwayne Wade, right? He was doing well, and they were just about to blow that team up. They drafted Dwayne Wade, and then they ended up making signing Shaquille O'Neal, win the championship, right? What was the next team after that? We can go bump forward and go so far as to say the Dallas Mavericks, or no, we can say the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics.
They were trash with Paul Pierce. They went and got Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett,
right?
And they won.
And they won a championship. The next one, we'll go the Boston. We'll go the
Dallas
Mavericks. We'll go to Dallas Mavericks.
They went and got J Kidd. They went and got a couple other pieces.
but hold up. But Evergreen, in all those examples. Sorry, are you finished with the examples? I'm going to point out something in all those examples.
That's fair. All right. So after the Dallas Mavericks, what would you say is the next team? I would go so far as to say the next team to do it was the first Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, 15.
The 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So again, now let's look at the nature of how this is going now, right?
But Golden State lost to remember they lost to the Spurs and they lost to the Clippers 2 years before.
Right. But again, they don't fit the narrative that I'm speaking of, simply because they were a decent team. The Dallas Mavericks, they were making the playoffs, but they were at the bottom when they won, right? So that fits my narrative.
But they still lost in 07 though when they were the favorite. Remember it flipped. Remember in 07 they should have won.
They lost in 07, but when did they win their championship? And what were they doing?
And it's 4 years later.
Remember,
4 years
when
later.
they won the championship, the year 2 years before that, they had Monte Ellis running the team.
Charles B's wild. Yo, Chuck, you bugging, yo.
But the thing was Dirk. But the thing was Dirk was winning.
Too far back. I'm talking about the narrative that I'm speaking of is it's the year prior. You look at the year prior.
Chuck.
What was the team doing? They were either A, at the bottom of the playoff standings, or B, about to blow the team up.
You about to get pulled over.
Here's your narrative though. Outside of the Pistons, all those teams had a star, like a big time star.
Sure,
to carry those teams.
Sure. I mean,
the Knicks.
Sure. That's not the point, though. I'm not talking about the star. Like
I don't think.
No, but that matters though. When you're here's the thing.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. You could pit.
Real quick.
Go.
Before you do that, hold on, because I understand where the narrative can be. You can obviously it's how you would say how I would call it. It's there's some flaws in it. It's flawed, but I understand what he's saying because Paul Pierce couldn't do it by himself. Yeah, he was supposed to be a great star. He couldn't do it alone. D Wade was a great star. He couldn't do it alone. Neither of the times that D Wade won a championship, he could have done it alone.
He got
There's
help from the
pieces,
league.
absolutely. But when you look at Steph couldn't do it alone. He needed Clay. He needed Draymond.
Right.
There's all these guys needed somebody. So when you look at a guy like our guy would be what, Julius Randle?
Right.
Okay. He got us there. This first year, bottom of the maybe 4 or 5 seed. You're in the playoffs. Now you make a couple acquisitions. You can do it two ways, whether you're going to get a trade or sign guys in free agent like they did. Now let's see what it is. Where can they go now? We get a couple guys. I'm not saying that the players that we've acquired this offseason are equivalent to the players that were acquired on these other teams that won championships in a year. It's not the same. I don't think Kemba is the same as getting a Shaq for Wade. I don't think Fournier is the same as getting, a Ray Allen or Kevin Garnett. It's not like that. But these teams were also at the bottom of the playoffs, 8th seed or out of the playoffs the year before, or they weren't around for the playoffs. Now, this Knicks team was the 4th seed in the playoffs with one guy that you can really say was consistent all year long. You add some 2 all-star talented players in the prime of their careers, barring injury. This team can be better. Not many other teams besides the Chicago Bulls in that East got better.
So here's my theory on all of this. And again, this is all based on belief that the stars are aligning for us. That everything that Leon Rose in the front office has done is going to come together this season. Like, I truly believe it. I've been a Knicks fan just as long as everyone here, and this is the first time I've ever felt this way. So the narrative that Evergreen is just like all the crazy other Knicks fans, no. I was in the same seat as all 4 of y'all. Like, yo, y'all are crazy. I love my Knicks, but y'all are crazy, and this is the first time, right? This is the first time where I'm able to put the pieces together and say, holy hell, we might have something here.
Nah, hold on. Hector Gaston said that Kemba is the same as Ray Allen.
But let me add on to this though.
Lord
Let me give you a little
Don't look at the chat, y'all. Don't look at the chat, by the way.
Hold on.
Let me give me a little reality check. Let me get a little reality check. Reality check.
I'm about to do the same thing.
You still have to go through the Bucks, the Nets.
Yep.
And you're still gonna have to go through the Lakers. You may even have to play the Heat or the Jazz.
You went over
the
Heat.
76ers.
The 76ers.
Like, yo, man.
And even the Hornets.
But what I'm saying is like, yo, you still you asking for a task that ain't never been done for real.
I'll build my case. I'll build my case. Here we go. Here's my case.
Hold on.
Here's my case, right? So when it comes to Milwaukee lost their defensive enforcer. Their defensive enforcer,
the dude who averaged
down in Miami now.
2 points per game in the conference championship and in the finals.
Their defensive enforcer.
And the Bucks defense last year wasn't that good, bro. They didn't.
But see, hold on. But see, now also let me add on. Now they have experience,
and they got DiVincenzo back.
Fair. That's fair.
The Bucks last season, in terms of points given up a game, were 22nd in the league, and defensive rating was still 10th out of 30th. So I mean, they were good defensively, but it wasn't as if they were the top defensive team like previous years. So they didn't need that. What the thing that actually opened up the Bucks was the 3-point shooters they got, and that's what you need around Giannis. A bunch of guys that give him space. So the Bucks, to me, I fear the Bucks. And I'm not saying we can't beat these teams. But I just want to think, when was the last time a team that hasn't been in the playoffs,
I ain't scared of no team.
They go to the first round of the playoffs, right? They lose. That next year, they're in the finals. That's when you give me a precedent like that, then I'll start to, because every other example you gave me teams with superstars or stars, top level stars. Because remember, Dirk went to with the Mavericks. He was there in the finals 2006. If the league wasn't trying to elevate Dwayne Wade, that's a different outcome. That's
And
that's
in that
I would say a
championship run,
dynasty.
2011.
But Josh Howard and Dirk Nowitzki, Eric Dampier, maybe that's a repeat team. Maybe you put them people around there. The Pistons, that team, that almost never happens in history where you have a veteran coach getting a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of veterans who didn't fit in any other teams coming together. And how they went through scoring, they went through defense, and they beat a Lakers team who was good, but were on the last legs of that dominant.
You gotta add, they had top 5 players in the league on each of these teams. So,
yeah, and then
so I'm talking about. So the Knicks don't even have that. Like people were still talking about Randall's like in the 30s.
Yeah, in today's day and age, you either need two
So-
top 10 players or one player who's top.
I'm not
30.
even getting into the top 100 ranks and all of that crap. That's fake.
You gotta hope that look. Put it like this:
But
if
what
you're
I'm still
confident that
saying is,
Quickley's
but what
at
I'm
point
still
guard,
saying is, but what I'm still saying is, man, Randall, he still got a ways to go, in terms of
He's a top
even
25
getting to.
player. He's a top 25 player in the NBA.
he a top 25 player, but he still played the same way he did last
I
year.
believe
See this
you,
first game
but-
he played. When
Yeah,
we
he
talk about
didn't- he ain't add nothing
levels, when we talk about levels, like when I watch Jokic play, right? There's a certain way he attacks the game. I'm not talking about being aggressive. There's a certain level of intellect that maybe you can't teach, maybe you can never develop.
No, but sometimes it's just not that guy's game. When
But
you
that's
have-
and that's the whole point. Unless you get me a Jason Kidd in his prime, you need somebody who could take the ball out of a guy like Randall's hands and set up the play. If you have a guy like Randall, because Randall can't think on that level, right? I would love for the Knicks to get to the finals.
That's why Melo, when they won 54 games, he didn't have the ball anymore. Like it was
Okay,
Jason
so my
Kidd. It
question
was
to you
Jason
is-
Kidd
my
Kidd
question-
and then
everybody else
Prigioni
running
off the
show.
bench. Yep. Yeah, you need.
Yeah.
Question.
Of course, go ahead.
Based off of last year's production, do you guys not think that Derrick Rose can be the guy to take the ball out of Julius Randle's hands at the end of the game?
I think
No,
Kemba.
he didn't do it now.
The championship
He didn't do
level.
it.
If he has if it's a set
and
play for
elevated
him,
to championship
he'll
level.
attack. If he has a set play for him, but here's the thing with Rose though, and this might sound whatever like sophistry, right? But go back to when Randall was fighting with that team with the Hawks, right? And Rose is on the bench. He had no say so with that team. He didn't have no pull with those guys. I'm not talking about like they don't come to him and say, "Hey, give us some advice," blah blah. But in terms of everybody under the same temperament as Derrick Rose, I don't think so because I think that Tom Thibodeau is allowing a guy like Randall to have to at least last year to be the end all be all. Like I don't think we have that player yet. And I love Derrick Rose. Don't get me wrong. I think he's been excellent for the team, but he's also come off the bench. And he's not a Jason Kidd. When Jason Kidd was on the Knicks, Jason Kidd was he's like folklore. You know what I mean? Like he was playing against that bum ass Nets. Well, they're not say bums, but they had guys like Jason. What's this guy's name? Richardson. They had freaking Kenyon Martin, Vince Carter. They had and I guess Evergreen popped out. They had guys like Nene Christians and stuff like that. Like Jason Kidd is a legend. You know what I mean? I'm not sure they listen to guys like Derrick Rose like that. So I hope the Knicks go. Look, the 76ers put it like this. People think the 76ers are screwed because of Ben Simmons. Be very scared of Tyrese Maxey. If he gets it together, he's going to be scary for that team.
Yeah.
Like people keep saying he might be better for Ben Simmons. Now, granted, the defense is going to suffer, but they didn't have any hitters like that. I know Embiid kind of had a bad game or a bad series with or not. Yeah, he had a bad series. But he was by himself. He has a few bad games. If Tyrese Maxey gets it together, Ben Simmons is an afterthought. Just tell me. I'm not talking about the money wise. I'm not talking about stuff. He's an afterthought. So I'm not pushing over them like that. The Nets again, just because KD is healthy, I don't care what no one says. KD is the best talent in the NBA.
Absolutely.
He's when I'm talking about unstoppable players. I've watched Shaq in the early 2000s, unstoppable. I've watched Jordan, unstoppable. Well, Detroit was able to stop him, right? But when I watch KD, there's no game plan you can set for him to stop him. And we have to face that 99 out. If we had a precedent where we were beating these guys last season, like even the Heat, I'd agree with you, Evergreen. But I just
we haven't even proven that we could beat any of those teams yet.
And then you got the
know what I'm
Pacers
saying?
coming back. We almost lost to the Pacers game 3, but the only healthy star was Sabonis. And then you can say Miles Turner too, but people won't call him a star. And we almost lost that game. Like I'm not sure we're there yet. And Kemba is not playing the whole season. He's not playing more than 55 games. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like me trying to hate. I'm not. Why would I hate? He's on my freaking team. I used to watch Kemba. He was on freaking UConn, but he's not. He's not playing the full season. So
I don't care if we make the number 1 seed or the damn play-in game. This is. I don't care if Kemba plays 87 games or 2 games, right? This is not a how many games can he be healthy for in the regular season? Like,
No, yes it is. Yes it
No,
is.
listen.
Yes it is, because you have to put the ball in Quickley's hands. Do you trust Quick? And I'm not saying
about the playoffs, bro. I'm not talking about the regular season. This is about
okay. And what did Kemba do in the playoffs last season? Terrible in the playoffs last season because he wasn't healthy. People think y'all could just save Kemba because think about this. There's something also called age. These guys are getting old, and everybody ages differently. Kemba's knees are done.
So hold on. So
I gotta pop out.
Age,
I gotta pop out.
All right, man. See you to GC, bro.
There's a problem with that narrative. If you're gonna talk about age, if you're gonna reference age, then why is it okay for you to glorify the Lakers?
Hold on.
You just mentioned the Lakers.
No, I didn't mention that the Lakers are the old Ethan.
When you get to the West, you still got to deal with the Lakers.
Hold on. That was Hinton that said that.
Whoever.
I didn't talk about the Lakers. What did I say about the Lakers?
That was you, Guillermo.
No, that was
You
Hinton.
said when you get to the West.
Oh, when I was talking about
No, that
teams,
was
if you get to the
Hinton.
finals.
That was
yeah, I
Hinton.
did say that. I did. Yeah,
That
I
was
added
Hinton.
them. I said that.
And
Oh,
plus,
that
the
was you?
Lakers
Okay,
are old
I
guys, but they
apologize.
don't got
You
no
good,
big
you good,
injuries
bro.
there either.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
But what I'm saying is that, but I was saying it in reference points that if you have to beat one of those teams, like it's like you're going to be dealing with a team that's going to have a lot of experience against them. So
Okay, so here's my thing. We beat Utah last season, and we beat Phoenix last season.
That was a regular season game.
Yeah, we also lost to Utah too.
Okay,
We
so
also
now,
got our ass kicked
so
by
if those
We
are
also
regular
lost to
season
Utah
games,
too.
If those are regular season games, then why is it? And you guys are dismissing that. Then why is it okay to reference the regular season with Kemba Walker play?
Because you know what too though. When you look at a team like the Lakers, they have a winning pedigree. They won a few years ago. You know what I mean? And I'm not even.
Think about it. They were playing last year.
I'm not even big enough. Hold up. And Donald Ken says Gmo sounds just like he did last season before he had to eat his words. Time 7 series, so he referenced it like last season. Hold up. Did I say we're not making the playoffs? We're making the playoffs this season. What? Hold up. Because Donald Kennan, your boy Evergreen is saying that we're going to the finals next season.
No, I said we're winning the chip.
Oh, we're winning a chip. That's even. He said we're winning a chip. I just said we're not winning. I don't think we're winning a chip, and that's fine. I think we're gonna get past at least the first round in the playoffs. I think we're gonna be a deadly piece in the playoffs as long as everyone's relatively healthy. Don't try to kill me now. Try to make it seem like I don't think we're gonna go to playoffs. Hold up. All y'all people that talk about Guillermo did this blah blah last season. Why aren't y'all all millionaires? Or why aren't y'all all thousandaires? If y'all got all these things about the Knicks doing this, put your money up in Vegas. I don't want to hear none of this.
Check this out. Let me give you some game. The Knicks actually were the best team against the spread last year.
Because we overachieve.
Yeah,
Because we overachieve. Yeah, of course. So all y'all people that talk all that mess about me, go and put your money where your mouth is. All this stuff about the Knicks, They got. I want to see stubs. I want to see stubs for all your bets.
Put mine up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. You got just
400.
You got okay. Yeah. I want to see that. I actually might put in something for the Knicks.
400.
I actually might put in something for the Knicks this season. Just throw something. Yeah, whatever. But all y'all people
you should put your money up against the 41. You could put your money up against that. That'd probably be a good deal.
It's a good spread.
These guys. I want it. All y'all should be filters. But look, guys, I gotta get out of here, man. I don't know if you guys are boxing fans. I'm a diehard boxing fan, so unfortunately, I may not do the show tomorrow because for some reason they want to make the stupid fight at 7 p.m., which means there's gonna be 2 undercard fights. I forgot who the 2 guys are fighting. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I love my Knicks. I swear, if this is a regular season game, I'm covering this. I have to for this fight. I'm sorry. So I may not cover the game. I might do a pregame thing, and then do something on Sunday after. But I most likely will not be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow. I'm sorry. I gotta watch Bomb Squad. What's wrong with you, boy? My son Deontay White. What's
That boy
up,
gonna
yo?
get his ass beat.
I got it. Yeah, with them egg weights, right? Cheating him with them egg weights, right?
If he does not knock him out, what's he gonna do?
Look.
Get jabbed in the face to death.
Look. We're not doing that. All right?
I'm just saying he don't have no skill. Like that's real talk. He has power. Like if he don't knock him out, what's he gonna do?
Anthony said you love to draft new Knicks. Anthony, let me tell you something, Anthony. This upcoming draft, I'm not confident at all. Like I'm not high on it at all. I'm not looking to draft nobody.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah, it's not good because
Just enjoy Memphis
even Imani
beating
Bates,
everybody.
6'9" guys with the alligator arms. He's 6'7" wingspan. He's not even declaring. 2023 is a draft you want to care about, but I'm not even worried about this
Even
draft.
2023, they ain't got no guards in that draft.
Yeah, it's only bigs. Pause.
You guys are killing me. Someone said Alexander Usyk is gonna be the undisputed champ. Jason M. Chill, yo, look, I don't really think about this. But guys, thank you for joining me. If you guys want to actually play ball, my guy Muhammad Musa, he was actually there a few weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, man. Shoot to my guy Muhammad Musa. This guy's telling me, yo, play ball, but I didn't know if I was healthy. My doc said I'm healthy, but I got some like useless water weight and stuff, so you gotta give me some time. But if anybody's gonna be playing ball, I'll be out in Brooklyn Bridge tomorrow, probably around like, I don't know, anywhere from like 11 to 2 or something like that. So let me, come out there if you want to play ball, whatever. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. All you guys, man, God bless you. Again, I most likely will not be doing the game tomorrow. Maybe a pregame before the game, whatever. But I'll probably be back here on Sunday to just do a recap, or I do a video just to break down the recaps. Please check out the videos I do, man. I'm trying to do very quick videos, just breaking down parts of the game, new plays that we see, things like that nature. I'm not trying to bog you guys down. I don't want to do these 20-minute videos where I'm boring you guys to death and playing music and stuff like that. I want to be like very short, so please support these videos. But until next time, man, peace, salute, God bless. I thank each and every one of you guys. Please be safe. Please be healthy. Drink your water. Drink each your vitamins. Go run. Go work out. God bless you. See you on the next one, man. Peace.